gardens, the hotels and resorts, and the friendly people, the warm reception people guests receive from the people of Gambia.
It was a very good meeting. You could hear from the delegates that we've done something that they did not expect, and we've done something that they've never seen before. And thanks to His Excellency the President, the Vice President, the entire government of the Gambia, because they made it possible. Without them, we couldn't have been able to get to where we were today. Today we concluded the meeting by electing Gambia as the chairperson of the ICTM for the next 2 years. Also, we have a coordinating committee of 9 member states.
It was a cheerful moment and indeed a light-hearted night of interaction for the tourism ministers, a night most vigilantly packaged with remarkable entertainments with live performances by one of Gambia's most exciting musicians like Jali Madi, Tabu Band and a 5-star band. There were varieties of delicious and tasty dishes for the guests who ate and drank to their satisfaction. It was a night full of glamorous dances and chats by all. Delegates shared their impression about the country's peaceful nature and expressed interest in coming back to the Smiling Coast.
Our meeting was very fruitful. We agreed on all the key issues that we wanted to agree. And we believe that this will propel the OIC countries to a step ahead, because we all have the same vision for our people, for our countries. So that way it will be easy for us to move together as member countries of the OIC community.
I think there's a need for the OIC member states to work together to support countries like the Gambia in terms of capacity building, in terms of investment. For instance, the Arab Tourism Organization are looking at organizing an investment forum to the Gambia from the Arab League, states of the Arab League in general, and they are looking at investing in tourism, energy, health. Tunisia are also looking at selling their health tourism package. They met with the Minister of Health, so it's been very good.
OIC ministers extend appreciation to the President of the Gambia through the Tourism Minister for the unlimited generosity and facilities made available at their disposal towards the successful hosting of the meeting. Ominjai, Grts.
Celebrants marking World AIDS Day have concluded a day-long deliberation on ways of tackling the spread of the virus. Mamadou Bajan attended the forum, and this is his report.
Partnership with stakeholders from the public and private sector organized a development forum. The theme for this forum, HIV and AIDS-related stigma and discrimination, is lined up to commemorate this year's World AIDS Day. Several officials, including the Director of National AIDS Secretariat, Usman Baji, dilated on the issue of HIV/AIDS-related stigma and discrimination.
You express concern that you hope it doesn't happen in the Gambia. Unfortunately, it is happening, because the statistics that I provided earlier are not from neither are they from the National AIDS Secretariat. It is a study called the Stigma Index study, which I want to repeat. It's so that about 64% of people interviewed during that study, these are people living in the age, had experienced stigma in their household or community at least once in their years.
Such a forum, which is held quarterly, is geared towards sensitization, information sharing and policy making on key development issues for the UNDP, the Gambia government and their respective development partners. Speakers such as Dr. Adama Sala and Dr. Lamin Sidibe gave detailed statements on issues relating to stigma and discrimination.
To stigmatize, actually, is to mark out as bad, to reproach. And stigma is very closely linked to what we call in psychology stereotyping. Stereotyping itself is resistant, and it's a fixed perception, and it is persistent.
At the community level, fear of stigma and discrimination can cause pregnant women to avoid voluntary counseling and testing, which is the first step to reducing mother-to-child transmission. It may force mothers to expose babies to HIV infection because using alternative feeding methods other than breastfeeding, especially in the rural communities, may arouse suspicion of their HIV status.
The forum was no one-way traffic in relation to information sharing on HIV/AIDS and its challenges of stigma and discrimination. Therefore, questions, views, and experiences were shared by participants as soon as the floor was open.
We have had many studies that have documented empirical evidence of stigma and discrimination manifested in this country. So it is nothing new. And I think we need to move a step ahead. Of course, our landed Dr. Carroll has talked about the Constitution. But I think in addition to that, we need HIV-specific laws that we need to enact to be able to protect people in...
We are facing a lot of problems, a lot of challenges. So we want people to change their attitude, not only in the family, but even in the health setting.
For Betty Jatta, AIDS, despite being a deadly pandemic, is preventable, and as such, Gambians, especially those who are sexually active, should go in for voluntary counseling and testing. Having thanked UNDP and their partners, she appealed for more sensitizations on stigma and discrimination, since it is proven to be preventing many individuals from checking on their HIV status, thereby spreading the virus. Given that development in whatsoever forum should pay considerable interest to people's health, this UNDP Development Forum, focusing on HIV/AIDS-related stigma and discrimination, may serve a significant step in the fight against the pandemic. Modu Bajan, Grts.
Guarantee Trust Bank Gambia Limited has launched another innovative product in its area of diverse services for their customers. It is the opening of an electronic branch situated in Senegambia. Fatou Janembai reports the e-branch, the first of its kind in the local banking industry, bears testament to GT Bank's leading position in innovative banking.
Trust Bank is proudly African and truly international bank, and rightly so. Guarantee Trust Bank has presence in many parts of West Africa, mostly English-speaking countries, and now they are also making inroads in Francophone West Africa, having started operations in Ivory Coast alongside English-speaking countries such as the Gambia, Nigeria, Sierra Leone, Liberia, and Ghana. GT Bank PLC is a company quoted, and its shares are traded both on the Nigeria and London Stock Exchange. The multinational bank is a highly financial service provider, possessing the urge to be the best at all times while adding value to all their stakeholders. Guaranteed Trust Bank, almost 12 years since it opens its doors to the Gambian market, operating through 17 branches, has created a brand name for itself. This reputation didn't come by accident, thanks to its leading innovative banking methods and well-crafted products and services tailored to suit the needs of all facets of the Gambian economy. The managing director of GT Bank, Olufemi Omotoso, described the event as a landmark achievement. The launch of the e-branch, the first of its kind in the industry, he says, is a clear testimony that GT Bank is truly a pace-setter and leader in innovative banking in the Gambia.
Bouquet of products that were provided. ATM tourists can access our ATM with their Visa card. They can come here at any point. In fact, the location that we have put this edifice today is symbolic and is very strategic, because we know this is the heart of the tourism area, so that the teeny tourists can come around any time of the day and they are able to access cash for their transactions.
The managing director revealed that in the current year, the bank has introduced many products and services, while it also improved on the standards of the already existing ones to ensure a faster, safer, and a more convenient experience. He finally recognized the contribution of their diligent and resilient staff for their unflinching loyalty to the cause of the bank, Central Bank of the Gambia for creating the enabling environment, and their esteemed customers for their trust.
At Guarantee Trust Bank, the customer's interest and convenience is very foremost and paramount on our agenda, which is why the bank has over the years introduced an array of customer-friendly products and services. Such products and services are tailor-made to meet the needs of our customers and also ensure customers focus their invaluable time and energy on running their